my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. Are we living and loving the ensemble, darlings? I live and love. This was a jumpsuit. Yes, it was. And I saw the potential in this fabulous DVF dress. And I said, you know what, Fumi, go ahead and get it. So I got it. It's got pockets on the side. Love, love, love. And you know how much I love DVF with a little keyhole here. I got it at TK Maxx and I saw it there for about £50. And this is like a £350 dress. So I bought it and took it to my alterations lady. And she made it this beautiful maxi dress, of which I love. And I thought it was very appropriate for the Golden Globes. We are now in the award season, my favorite season of all, because I live and love fashion. So without any further ado, let us get into the fashion. Before I start, I just want you to know that I'm not going to be able to review everybody. So you let me know also down in the comments who you liked and who I might not have mentioned. So starting off with a bang, we have the beautiful Kerry Washington, and Kerry Washington was wearing Balenciaga. The makeup is nice. It's very simple. It has to be because the outfit was a lot. And it's unfortunate because she did not need the gloves. She did not need the pantyhose and she did not need the pointy heels. The dress would have been enough and it should have been a little bit more snug with a beautiful pink belt. Keep it all the way. And then have a fabulous ponytail, just extend, because I feel that this outfit would have looked fabulous on a girl that was 5'10". It didn't give her anything. It gave her very much costume. And I was looking to see, who is this? It didn't even feel like her aesthetic. You have to understand also that the stylists are hugely responsible for the looks because they influence the actors. Actors are talented as actors. They're not fashionistas. So sometimes when it goes left, I just say to myself, what was the stylist thinking? And I'm thinking, what was the stylist thinking? This is award season. This is red carpet season. So let us hope that this is not going to be a repeat performance. Zoe Saldana, and she was a winner that night, and she wore Saint Laurent. The sequin dress was beautiful. I loved the deep V. I loved the sequin silhouette, and I loved the cape that came along with it. It just balanced it out with the sequins being the treat and then just wrapped in all of this, you know, beautiful organza cape. I thought she looked absolutely effortless. Do you see what I'm talking about? That ponytail, just sweep it back and let the dress do its thing. She understood the assignment. The stylist understood the assignment. The necklace just dripped right there. That's how it should go. You can have it open, you can have it closed. I'm wearing tape today. Yeah, to lift the boobies. I don't know whether I can show you. Can you see the tape? Yeah, to lift the boobies. And then you just wear jewelry that just drips down. And you can have it wider, you can have it narrow, depending on your comfort zone. But it has to look pulled together. She's got a small chest and this looks absolutely fantastic on her. I loved it. I absolutely lived and loved it. Yes, baby girl. Then we had Ashley Graham, and Ashley Graham wore back my. The strappy sandals are beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're pretty. They really complement the dress. The dress is really heavy at the bottom, but it's gorgeous. And it's ironic because I was just talking about Zoe. It's the chest area. The deep V was too deep and it wasn't necessary. at all. On top of which, she should have had tape to lift her bust, and it should have nipped in right there. Then this dress would have been gorgeous. Pull your hair back, let us see your face, and this would have been elegant. Elegance would have been the key. She's got a beautiful chest, do not get me wrong, but you don't want to be fidgeting, and you don't want it to turn from a red carpet event to another kind of event. This was not the place, the time for you to have done this, and it wasn't necessary on such a beautiful girl. I can see where they were going. They wanted it to be gorgeous and beautiful. Let us show the sexy. But this was too much, and it backfired in the process. I did not care for it at all. I have to say, Morris Chestnut in this monochrome red set me on fire. It set me on fire, and I looked at it and I said, that's my favorite shade of red. And the confidence, and he's a good looking man, he was on the red carpet with his wife. It was flawless with the black shoes, just to set it off. I have never seen anything like it, and I want to see more of it. He looked absolutely gorgeous and decadent. Cynthia Erivo wore Louis Vuitton to the Golden Globes. Hello, my beautiful Cynthia, my talented, beautiful songstress. I wish that the dress just took off the fins. That's how I look at it. The fins on the side did not do anything for her, did not do anything for the dress. It wasn't necessary at all. It wasn't necessary. It didn't. And the fabric of it was giving me blind vibes. You know the blinds that you put behind your curtains? This is what it was giving me. Tablecloth. It was just giving me Martha Stewart made it at home, you know, DIY. You know, it didn't work for me. It didn't give me Vogue. And you know the irony of it all, I've mentioned it before, I don't care for long nails, but I actually like the long nail color story that she had here. I loved it. And her complexion is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then we have Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande was wearing vintage Givenchy. I didn't care for the color, and I love yellow. I live for yellow. I just didn't care for it. I think that she's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous girl, and I've heard a lot about, you know, herself and Cynthia, the weight loss and everything, and I just want to be very mindful and very considerate of them, for the simple fact that they are on stage how many nights, going on tour. And I went to New York, as you very well know, for the meet and greet, and we were there for about just over 2 weeks, and I had 7 events that I had to cover, and it was just 2 weeks, and I lost 12 pounds. It was unbelievable. I did not know that you could lose so much weight that fast. And I give new respect to those that go on tour. It takes so much out of you. It's unbelievable. I lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks. Yes, I did. Just look, guys. When I left New York, I was 164, I think. Just look. £12. That New York was a beast. It was a beast. So you have to be understanding what they do is crazy. And now when I see talent that go on tour and they come back and they've lost so much weight, I understand it now, because just that 2 weeks in New York, it was unbelievable. And you can imagine performing every single night, and you have a new set of fans and you want to give them your best, and you are pushing the limit, and you're there on stage for 3-4 hours every night. Think about it. It will take a toll on you. I didn't care for the color. I don't think that this dress was for her right now. I think if she had worn a baby doll dress, this would have been adorable. In pink, it would have been absolutely adorable. Miley Cyrus strolled up in there and said, "What's going on?" With her tats and all. The dress was killer. The body is killer. But for some reason, and I live and love tattoos, they just gave me too many tattoos and I didn't care for it. But I did love it when she wore her sunglasses. We have Coleman Domingo in Valentino. Yes, sir, come on, come through. Give it to me. I cannot wait to see what you're going to wear at the Met Gala. You came up and out last year and you are still putting pressure on our necks. I live and love. We have the Cheryl Lee Raff, and she wore custom St. John. The red was crimson, it was dark, it was seasoned, and that's who she is. She looked beautiful, beautiful. I know they invested time in getting her ready. Beautiful. It's like a crimson, reddish, pinkish. Oh, I don't even know what this color is, but it's so complimentary on chocolate complexion. I love it. Zendaya, congratulations on your engagement ring. Yeah, she is now officially engaged. Zendaya was wearing Louis Vuitton, and Mike Ty say, "Law Roach, go right ahead, darling." When I tell you, flawless, 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 flawless from head to toe. She can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. I loved it. I loved it. It was giving me Dorothy Dandridge vibes. It was giving me old Hollywood. She is the epitome of epitome of epitome. When I look at her, I feel like a proud mama, because I remember when she was like, what, 12? She looks absolutely flawless. I lived and loved. Demi Moore walked to the Beverly Hills Hotel in her dress. She was not trying to have any wrinkle in that Armani Privé. And after 45 years, she finally won an award. I did not know that, because I remember you from the 90s and you were that girl. Congratulations, darling. You look absolutely flawless. There's nothing to be said. I loved the champagne color. The hair was gorgeous. Your makeup was beautiful. Absolutely darling. That's the only way I can describe you. You were absolutely darling. Quinta Brunson, and she wore Roberta Cavalli. Head to toe, head to toe, head to toe. Gorgeous. Those beautiful eyes. Mike Ty add, I would have loved if there was a little bit more jewelry, or if there was a bigger earring, or there was a fabulous bracelet and ring. I think I would, because I wanted it to play off a little bit more. Having said that, she looked absolutely what, darling? We had the gorgeous Selena Gomez in Prada, and it was she's another newly engaged. And I loved it. I love the pale blue again, you know, old Hollywood. I think that it complemented her in every way. She had like a sash which she had over her arm, and I don't think it was part of the dress. I think it was an extension of the dress. The necklace and the lip was gorgeous. It was so complimentary. I just loved it. I absolutely lived and loved it. Viola Davis wore Gucci, and she just looked like the star of the show. She did. I loved the hair. I loved her makeup, her complexion, the lip. My God. beautiful, and her girlies were placed exactly where they should be, and then the cape had just little stringlets of colors, so she just looked like a beautiful swan in the night. Congratulations, my beautiful Viola Davis. She also was a winner, very deserving. We have Angelina Jolie, and she wore Alexander McQueen. Guys, let me tell you something. This dress was fire from the waist down. The arms are heaven. It was the granny like neckline that was just so shocking. I was like, why? I would have loved a bit of skin. I would have loved maybe a boat neck, something, you know, but I did not like the top. But if you see it in real life, because I saw the movement and everything, absolutely beautiful from the waist down. Other than that, I just was not what? I wasn't a fan. We have the wonderful Pamela Anderson, and Pamela Anderson was wearing Oscar de la Renta. Pamela Anderson, as we all know, does not wear any makeup to the red carpet. And I want to say this. I completely understand. She was the quintessential sex kitten for decades. And anybody that is in show business, anybody, girlies, you know, you can't be wearing the makeup and get dressed every single day. There will come a point where you don't want to see it, you don't want to do glam, you just want to be comfortable. And I understand that for Pam. I think also that when Pam was the sex kitten, it represented to her that era a very traumatic time for her, with her career, with her husband, and she just wants to live free. Now, I have seen this, that when you go from one end, you can kind of jump to the extreme. So while I'm all for the natural, I'm not all for the natural bare bottom. And this is not working for me anymore. I celebrate you, Pam. I love your authenticity, but please celebrate yourself. You don't have to go back to the 3 layers of makeup. But please, mama, a little bit of foundation, a little bit of highlight underneath the eyes, a little bit of lipstick. You don't have to do the lashes, and we would appreciate you, because you have gone from one end to the other end, and that's what you call snapped. She just snapped and said, I'm not doing this. I gotta call it real. It's nice, and all of that jazz, but please come on and let us be excited about you. I was not excited, really and truly. We have Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek was wearing Gucci. Salma Hayek was looking flawless in this beautiful, that's another gorgeous fall color, this rich red burgundy sequin on the tail, and the silhouette looking flawless. I think she looked great. I love the green. This was very nice, and she had like a big ring as well as the eyeshadow. Lovely jubbly, mama. Lovely job. Let me see who else, and then I'll just jump over to Bazaar so that I don't miss anybody. But for the, chocolatey girlies, those were the ones that were looking fire, mama, fire. Aha. We also had Nicole Kidman in Balenciaga. I loved it. I love the dress. I love the way that it just dropped onto the hip and you had all of that backlessness. I lived for it. I loved her hair. I love her fillers and Botox. It's just enough. It worked for me. I think it was gorgeous. Toned and all. She looked lovely. I thoroughly adored it. And that's it, my darlings. I know it's not everybody. You let me know down in the comment section who else you loved. And yes, we are back to the red carpet season, and I cannot wait. I am so jazzed. I'm so excited. So do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, baby. And I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. Mwah. All of my love.